Hey everybody, welcome back. This is just Dominique. What I'm going to do today is just like a budgeting video. Actually, the first budgeting video. Basically, I want to just say that you don't have to have a fancy planner or even a fancy specific budget journal. What I'm using is literally a $1.50 journal, college ruled, from Walmart. You could simply use this. I used this cover because I liked it and it suits well for me, might suit well for you. So this is just a start. Kind of what we're going to do today is basically break down my paycheck, where all my money went to reach my goals. So this is the month of February, kind of what I have budgeted. So in my February budget, I put my paychecks here, and then my bills and expenses here, and then more like savings, etc. What I'm saving for, and then that too. So for the month of February, I'm pending 1, 2, 3, 4-ish paycheck. One for my full-time job and one for my part-time job. So this is for the whole month of February, like entirely the month of February. Like I'll have these stickers and everything linked for you if you are a sticker planner or you just like how this looks. I will leave all that information for you, and I'll kind of elaborate more once we get into my paycheck breakdown. So for the month of February, I have expenses of my Ipsy bag, which I love, and my friends love too. I use it as gifts as well. Nana's Bark Box, Spotify, which is actually, we'll change that in a moment because it's actually not $5.46. So my bills, Ipsy, Bark, Spotify, my sewing machine, which we'll get into like my little debt journey in the next video. But I have a payment that I need to do of $100. Then Netflix. I pay for my parents' Netflix, have been for 10 plus years, but it's okay. Like that's kind of my way of paying them back after everything that they have done for me. Like it's doable. They love watching videos, movies, all sorts of things. So that's like my little gift to them, even though it's very small. Next thing I have for bills and expenses is my rent. I kind of jumbled all my rent expenses into one. Basically, in my rent, it is my half of the rent, the Comcast, our internet, and electric. Yeah, basically I jumbled everything together, kind of averaged them, and per each paycheck. So my half of the side of things for rent for the month is about $618, roughly, give or take, but we'll find out at the end of the month. Next thing, we're going to go over here. If you watched my last video, you know about this whole number. Each month I need to save at least $1,667 to meet my goal of $10,000 by June 30th this year. Next thing else I'm also saving for this month is my Tennessee trip for the championship game in Nashville, Tennessee. Go Sled Preds. I'm also budgeting about $40 for groceries this month. At least my half of the groceries. Gas is about $80. I actually have a really good car that gets pretty great gas mileage. Have had this baby for almost 10 years. And then again, March rent. March rent is calculated kind of twice because I do use money. So like basically I'm already a month ahead on rent, so I like to save for the next month. Once we get the final numbers here, we'll add it at the end of the month. So let's get into our paycheck breakdown. Hey everybody, I wanted to just clarify how I kind of split up where my basically big numbers come from of like which paycheck gets delegated where. So in the month of February, I automatically lay out when my pay periods are. So it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and it's bi-weekly. So within there, I also put in when my bills are due for the month. I have Ipsy, BarkBox. So for the first paycheck in February, so this is when my bills hit, or not my bills, this is when my paychecks hit. So in February, based on this paycheck, so this paycheck will have to last me from the 12th all the way until the 25th. So I figure out, well, what bills do I have between the 12th and 25th? Well, here I have my Spotify, sewing machine, as well as Netflix. And that seems like everything that's within this pay period. And that's kind of like how I break down when I need the bills to be paid based on my paycheck. I just wanted to clarify that. So there are 2 paychecks in the month of February. And I like to use stickers because it helps make it visually appealing. So I have these stickers from Miss Erica Life Vlogs. I really love this layout. So let's go ahead and put some stickers on. And I'll be right back. We'll start here. I'll use a good color so we can write this down. So for paycheck 1, from my first job, we'll just put full time job. It hit my bank account on 2/13 for the amount of $934.41. That's how much I got paid for my first job, my primary job. Then I have my part-time job. This one hit on 2/12. This one was an amount of $314.41. I did have an amount of rollover from a previous check. So my rollover amount, which we'll add to this number, is $150. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead, total the rest of this out. All right. So in total, we have, so we're gonna add these 2 together, plus that, and we get $1,398.85. So this is the total amount that I worked for this pay period. Next thing that we're gonna go to is gonna be our billings and expenses. That way we can delegate this number appropriately. And then I'm also gonna lay down my savings and cash. We're gonna focus on our bills and expenses for the month. In our monthly overview, I need to save for rent $618.05. So if we divide that, so let's divide 618.05 divided by 2. So I need to save per paycheck $309.02. We'll just put rent. We need to save $309, and we'll just do $309 because it's gonna be okay with the 2 cents. I'm pretty sure I could find 2 cents still laying around. Next thing that is a bill is my sewing machine, and I need to make, the minimum payment is I think like 90 something dollars, but I just rounded up to 100. That way I can pay it off quicker. So that's gonna be an amount of $100. Let me fix that because that's gonna annoy the hell out of me. Amount of 100 big bucks. Next thing that we're gonna do, or I'm gonna pay, is my Spotify. I love Spotify for my podcasts. This amount actually changed in my monthly budget. I think I budgeted, let me see, what was Spotify on here? It originally was $546, but I don't know what happened. But it's actually $4.99, which is pretty great. Next thing we're gonna do is Netflix. Netflix pulls out on this paycheck. So that's gonna be an amount of $984. With all of that, that is all our bills and expenses for this pay period. So let's go ahead, say 309 plus 100 plus 499 plus 984. We got a total of $423.83. So that's for my bills and expenses. Next, we're gonna go to my savings and cash. So my savings goal, I need to at least save, so this month in total, I need to save $1,667. So divide that by 2. 1,066. Divide that by 2. I need to save from these paychecks. I need to save $833.50. $833.50. And then last things, I need groceries. Groceries, I think I budgeted $80. So we're gonna divide that by 2 because there's 2 pay periods in the month of February. So 80 divided by 2 is 40. And gas, so for gas, I also did 40. Divide that by 2, and that's another 40. Now we're done with our savings and that. We can go ahead, do our totals. All right, so we have $833.50 plus 40, that's 80. So we have $913.50. So that is for both my bills and expenses and savings and cash. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a final tally of my paycheck breakdown for this month, or for this specific paycheck. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put income. So for my income, the total was all together. So my total all right here is $1,398.85. Next thing we're gonna do our bills and expenses. So we're gonna subtract bills and expenses, and that total was $423.83. Then we're gonna subtract our savings and cash. So minus again our savings / cash. I have $913.50. So now let's go ahead, put our last sticker right here, and we're gonna subtract all these numbers. So we have 1398.85 minus 423.83 minus 913.50. So I'm left with a remainder of $61.52. So with this, I can delegate this money either for more of my savings goal or maybe just extra money for like my business. I did forget a little bit of these little decals that are really cute. They're like little tiny, well, you can really see them, it's not focusing. But anyways, here they go. They're gonna go right here and here. So this is where all my money is going for this paycheck. A little bit of background for my savings goal. This specific goal, whenever it comes to this $833, so anything pertaining to my $10,000 savings goal, I immediately transferred to a high interest savings so I could save a little bit more as well. But this is my paycheck breakdown for the first paycheck of February.